Yo, what's going on, guys? Crispy Flakes here. Welcome to Extra Crispy. For today's video, we got a video by Barry McCockiner, and this is titled Top 10 Defenders Michael Jordan Played Against. So the other day I reacted to one of his videos in which he talked about the 5 most, overrated players in NBA history. What I like about this guy right here is that he doesn't hold back, man. Like, sometimes people will put up barriers or they will just say things just because, it's not what they truly think, but they don't want to get people to get mad at them and stuff like that, man. So, I respect people that speak their mind and don't fence it or whatever. So, yeah, I'm on a quest to really see who the greatest player in NBA history is, man. And obviously, it's down to Michael Jordan and LeBron James. So I'm looking at all angles. Now, I think when it all, comes down to it, it's going to come down to, what Space Jam movie is better, Space Jam 1 or Space Jam A New Legacy. So that will probably be the deciding factor in my book. But, yeah, we got to see, who did MJ score all these points against back in the day. Top 10 defenders MJ played against. Let's get it.
Anybody who hasn't been living under a rock for the last 40 years knows who Michael Jordan is. He's one of the greatest athletes of all time, unlike Tom Brady. But what about MJ's competition?
Not like Tom Brady.
Who exactly did he beat in order to reach the mountaintop 6 times and establish his legacy as arguably the greatest basketball player that's ever lived? This video ranks the 10 best defenders ever played against. As these recently unearthed clips from the 1993 NBA Finals show, Michael Jordan dominated an extremely physical era of basketball.
Sure.
And the person we start our list off with guarded Michael Jordan in the 1993 Finals.
Dan Majarli?
His name? Ronnie, the high school science teacher. Ronnie was known as one of the best defenders of his era, and as you can see from these various clips from the 1993 Finals, he really gave MJ a run for his money. When asked about what
he low-key does look like, he actually looked like one of my social studies, history teachers I had, damn, I don't remember if it was middle school or high school.
To guard MJ, Ronnie said, "I spend all day schooling high school students about science, so it was awkward when I was the one getting schooled on the court by Michael Jordan." Thanks to Ronnie's incredible defensive ability and his effort, Michael Jordan only averaged 41 points per game on
that's it?
in the 93 Finals. And while Ronnie never made it back to the Finals after 1993, he played for almost another decade in the league, having a respectable career while also being named Teacher of the Year several times in the state of Arizona. Up next at number 9, it's Colin Cowherd. Most people know Colin Cowherd for his career in sports talk radio, and also for having a hot daughter. What's up, Liv? But what most people seem to forget is that Colin Cowherd...
I did not know that was the case.
NBA, a member of the fabled 1986 Boston Celtics, who ended up winning...
Bro, was that really Colin Cowherd? I did not know he was a basketball player. I knew Colin Cowherd, talked about basketball. I always thought he was more of a football guy, but, damn, I'm going to give him a lot more respect, bro. I did not know he was actually a member of the Boston Celtics. I thought he was just the dude with the talk show, but hey, respect. Okay.
It was Cowherd's ferocious defense that held Michael Jordan to just under 44 points per game in the first round, a series which the Celtics ended up winning in a sweep. Coming in at number 8, the security guard from Terminator 2. This security guard, whose real name is Lewis, was a member of the 1985 Milwaukee Bucks. The 85 Bucks had the distinction of being the first playoff opponent of Michael Jordan's career. And while Jordan would put up impressive numbers in the series, it was Lewis and the Bucks who advanced. Sadly,
holy shit, dude, I think he's a part mermaid. You guys see his hands? He's got webbed hands. Bro, this dude could have low-key been an Olympic swimmer. Oh my god. I'm not crazy, right? Take a closer look at this man's hands, guys. There's something up with that. Sorry, Bobby, I just messed up everything. Okay, there we go. We're back with it. Okay.
Put up impressive numbers in the series. It was Lewis and the Bucks who advanced. Sadly, Lewis tragically died in 1991 while working as a security guard at Cyberdyne Industries. While his assassin has never been identified, many people believe that Michael Jordan created time travel so he could go into the future and then create a bunch of killer robots and then send a killer robot back into time to kill Lewis as revenge for beating him in the first round in 1985. If that doesn't show you Michael Jordan's killer instinct, I don't know what will. Number 7. Sammy, the used car salesman.
Underrated.
Sammy, the used car salesman, wasn't the greatest athlete in the world, but he was the type of guy that you'd want your daughter to marry. He was an absolutely fierce competitor on the court, routinely...
I don't know, is there really any, like father out there that's man, I'm happy my daughter married that used car salesman? I'm just saying. I'm not saying, it's, a bad thing. It's okay if that happens, but I don't think any, father is wishing that. You know, they're wishing for, like, I don't know, man, like Andy in accounting or something. I don't really know, man, but, you know, used car salesman, if you're good at your job.
Giving Michael Jordan fits on defense. When asked about his relationship with Sammy, Michael was quoted as saying, "I met Sammy while I was returning one of my Bentleys to my car dealership. I saw him standing around in the parking lot, and I asked if he'd like to play in the NBA. He said sure."
What a guy.
So that's how he became an NBA player.
What a guy.
He had many great battles. Falling at number 6, it's John the grocery bagger. Before making the NBA, John
Hey, you know what? I will say, anytime I go to the grocery store and I see somebody bagging my groceries, I'm very respected towards that. I always say hello and thank you and goodbye. I always say that. It's a very it's one of the things that where it's like when it's not there, you miss it, man. It's when it's not there, you absolutely miss it. So, shout out to the grocery baggers out there.
Was a grocery bagger, making minimum wage at a local supermarket in his home state of Oklahoma. Despite his humble beginnings, Starks was an intimidating presence on the hardwood, and there's just absolutely no way LeBron James would be able to score on John Starks if they matched up in their primes. Coming in
Might
at
say
number
it's a lot
5,
of baggage.
it's Dan the tax attorney. Oh, so hot. Dan the tax attorney was one of Michael Jordan's most common playoff opponents. The two facing off against each other 18 times in the postseason. What made their relationship extra special was that Dan would balance Michael Jordan's checkbook in the offseason. But make no mistake, when these two were on the court against each other, it was an all-out war. It didn't...
Okay, so, you know, I think this is actually kind of leaning me towards, like, Michael Jordan, like, actually being the GOAT. Just because, you know, from a basketball standpoint, you know, Michael Jordan is, like, a superhero, right? And typically, like, Superman and Spider-Man and, like, Pinocchio and all those superheroes like that, like, they could not... Their weakness were actual people. You know what I'm saying? Like, they could go out there and they could fight, like, Jaws or whoever else you really need, you know, whatever, Shredder from TMNT. He could, like, fight those guys, and that'd be, you know, like, the heroes could do that because that was completely fine because, like, they were on their same level. But to go out there and actually put the work on, like, can you imagine, like, Spider-Man, like, webbing just, like, a common civilian in the face? He just doesn't have it in him, man. So I actually think that it's good that Michael Jordan was able to do this. It really shows just, like, his lack of empathy and just, like, his killer instinct, man. Just in my opinion.
Whether Dan was on the Celtics,
not saying it's
the
true
Blazers,
or right.
the Suns, he always brought it. Number 4, Mark the car mechanic.
Mark Cuban?
One of the biggest misconceptions created by Michael Jordan detractors is that during Michael Jordan's era, they let anybody into the NBA. It's not like a fucking car mechanic could go in there and win Defensive Player of the Year multiple times. That would be stupid. Except it's not, because it actually happened. Mark Eaton did this in the 80s. Eaton was 7'4", and he was really good at blocking shots.
That makes for an impressive as hell mechanic, man. Can you imagine being a 7'4" and trying to get one of them little ass cars? Like, dude must have some actual good hands.
7'4". He couldn't score. He couldn't rebound. He couldn't even fucking shoot a
But damn, he could fix a car.
Fuck you, 7'4", and you can't even shoot 46%. You know what? I'm actually just gonna stop now.
Hit up Andre
if I ever
Drummond.
need my car fixed, I might need his help, so I don't want to get on his bad side. Coming in at number 3, it's some random old guy from a nursing home. Back in the 1980s, the
Uncle
NBA
Drew
had a program where they would allow one senior citizen from a nearby nursing home to play 20 minutes for their local NBA team. But in the case of the Washington Bullets, they took it a step further, signing the nursing home to a full-time...
Hell no! Hell no! There is no way this is a real NBA player! With that gray-ass looking hair, man, there is no way this is the real NBA player. Hold the front door, man. I do not believe it. I do not believe it. I do not believe it.
In Bullets, they took it a step further, signing the nursing home resident to a full-time contract.
The Silver Bullet, is that his nickname?
Surprise, the old man showed some actual game. Every now and then, showing off a little sky hook reminiscent of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. The old man also showed a knack for rebounding. Unfortunately, nobody knows what the man's real name was. But that didn't stop Michael Jordan from showing immense respect for the old man's abilities. He's been quoted as saying, "That old bastard had severe arthritis, but goddamn he could defend. He would absolutely shut down LeBron if they ever played one-on-one.
Get that on a
Coming
t-shirt.
in at number 2, it's Jeff, the ice cream truck driver. Don't be fooled by Jeff's meek appearance. He was one of the greatest players in Michael Jordan's era, absolutely refusing to back down from any slight or challenge that Michael Jordan would throw at him. While playing against each other countless times, these two are most known for their two clashes in the 1997 and 1998 finals, when MJ's Bulls matched up against Jeff's Utah State A&M Community College Astrology Club. Jeff eventually ended up retiring after the 2000 season to go back to being a full-time ice cream truck driver. But let it be remembered that this ice cream truck driver held Michael Jordan to just 44% shooting in their two finals matchups. There's no question that Jeff would lock down LeBron James one-on-one. And finally, coming in at the top spot, it's
Uncle Joey! Cut it out, man.
Uncle Joey from Full House. The words Craig
like Full House. What's it to you?
Shot are forever intertwined. Michael Jordan's series-winning buzzer beater over Craig Elo in the 1989 first-round series etched Elo's name in history. Elo bared a striking resemblance to Dave Coulier, who played Uncle Joey on the popular TV show Full House.
Hey, there's actually an episode with Kareem in it, and Uncle Joey was actually a pretty good ball player. So
Elo played 7 years in Cleveland, which were division rivals of Michael Jordan's Chicago Bulls. Elo and Jordan played against each other 57 times in the NBA. Now, I probably know what you're thinking. You're probably saying, well, this asshole is an unathletic white dude who looks like Uncle Joey from Full House. He must be a horrible defender. Well, guess what? You're wrong. Craig Elo was an amazing defender.
No, I'm with you.
Anybody who says otherwise is just a stupid Michael Jordan hater and is probably a bronzexual. Did Craig Elo stop Michael Jordan on every possession that he guarded him? Of course not. But you know what? Craig Elo went out there and he did the best he could on every single possession.
Damn straight.
He tried hard and he had the heart of a champion. And at the end of the day, that's really what matters and not some fucking stupid score on a scoreboard. So please, don't come in here and tell me that Craig Elo was a bad defender just because he was white and just because he looked like Uncle Joey. No, if you're going to say that Craig Elo was a bad defender, you better have some video evidence to back it up, okay? Because I guarantee you that Craig Elo would shut down LeBron James if they ever played against each other in a game. I guess what I'm trying to say is put some respect on Craig Elo's name. He deserves it. Well, folks, thanks for tuning in to this Top 10 Countdown. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's one of the fastest growing YouTube channels on the internet with a unique mix of comedy and also some really interesting, cool videos. Don't be shy. Subscribe today.
Hey, okay. Let's, okay. I will say, after watching this video, I'm still not sure who the GOAT of the NBA is, man. But I do feel like I've learned stuff today. And, I saw some stuff that I've never seen before. I've learned some things I've never learned before. And I think we're all better people because of it. So, yeah, check out Barry McCockiner. Check out his channel, link in the description below. Thank you all so much for watching, and peace out.